The portals connecting New York and Dublin have been shut down. The decision is temporary for the time being. Well, that didn't take very long, did it? The sculptures were open to public on the 8th of May, and barely 7 days on, they have been shut down. Why, you ask? Well, due to public nuisance, vulgar and offensive behavior. You may already know the portals I'm talking about. The videos have been all over social media, but let me explain this for those who might not be aware. The two sculptures called the portals are round, lens-like installations. One is in New York's Flatiron South Public Plaza, another in Dublin's O'Connell Street. The portals offer 24/7 video link. The visitors in the two cities can interact with each other through the portals. However, there is no sound. Portals.org, the group behind the project, has touted it as a bridge to a united planet. Well, guess what? You can have the best of intentions while designing something, but once you hand it over to the public, it does not take them long to use it in the worst way possible if they want. The portal was supposed to bring people closer, make them feel connected. Imagine those who happen to be in long-distance relationships and lived in the two cities. Instead, people have been using these platforms, these portals, to spread hate. Some from Dublin flashed Nazi symbols at New Yorkers. One showed a photo of the Twin Towers in flames, mocking the 9/11 terror attacks. Can you believe that? Others have gone too far and have been flashing their body parts to the people on the other side. Why? What explains this? One of them was an OnlyFans model. Her name is Eva Louise. She lifted her tank top and flashed herself from the American side. And now she's claiming that she is the reason organizers have pulled the plug on the portals. Despite 24/7 security, the people managed to create trouble. The team behind the sculptures is now looking at other options. The Dublin City Council hoped to have a solution in place on Tuesday, but it said the preferred solution, which involved a blurring, was not satisfactory. But again, what explains this behavior? Why do people do this? And it's not the first time something like that is happening, by the way. This year alone, multiple tourist hotspots have closed their doors to visitors purely because of the nuisance that they create. Amsterdam is also sick of tourists, particularly those who just come to party. To deter nuisance tourists, the authorities have released an online quiz. It's called Amsterdam Rules. It asks for the reasons why people wish to visit the Dutch capital. If the answer is for a stag party, a pub crawl, or to smoke marijuana in public, then unfortunately it's no longer allowed. The quiz is just one in a long series of experiments in Amsterdam. It's been trying to reduce the disruption caused by the hordes of tourists who simply come to party wildly. This, by the way, has included both advertisements directed at potential tourists and concrete policy measures within the city. Unfortunately, none of the strategies have led to a real solution. Just last month, the officials decided to block a famous selfie point near Mount Fuji. They have decided to erect a huge barrier at the spot just to get rid of badly behaved foreign tourists. While Mount Fuji can be photographed from many spots in the resort town, this viewpoint is particularly popular because the majestic and active volcano appears behind a Lawson convenience store. Too bad visitors will not be able to click pictures here anymore. Some misbehave, but all will suffer. Before this, Japanese officials also banned visitors from small private alleys in Kyoto's geisha district. The tourists had been misbehaving with geisha. The visitors would follow geisha, click their pictures without consent, touch their hair accessories, pull at their clothes. Of course, there were going to be consequences. Earlier in the year, Miami Beach released a PSA breaking up with spring breakers. The 1-minute video was framed like a breakup. It referred to spring break not as the iconic party fest it's become famous as, but rather as a dreaded yearly occurrence that creates menace for the Miami Beach locals, law enforcement, businesses, property. We understand traveling is all the rage, especially after the pandemic. More and more people are booking vacations, visiting popular destinations. But it's like they've forgotten how to be civil, how to behave in public. So for all those who have trips coming up, whether to a foreign destination or to a popular spot in your own city, please behave like a responsible citizen and a decent human being. That's the least you can do. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.